Good morning. I was told to smile, so I'm smiling. Is everybody else smiling? Everybody put their fingers behind the head of yeah, whatever. All right. That's good. I'm happy. I'm smiling now. My name is Kay, and I'm your trustee on duty today. On behalf of Reverend Donna, the Board of Trustees, and the crack practitioners, thank you for making me laugh. I am privileged to welcome you to the Sonoran Desert Center for Spiritual Living. Whoever you are and wherever you are on your spiritual path, you are truly welcome here. Here you will be validated and supported and encouraged to be all that you are meant to be. Our vision statement is love in action every day in every way. We express this love by learning and living the principles of the science of mind, which you can find on the back of your program. Please join me in reading it now. I believe there is an infinite intelligence operating throughout the universe. I believe this intelligent power is only good. I believe this intelligence expresses as me. I believe through my conscious use of this power, I create my life as happy, healthy, and complete. And so it is. Do we have any first-time people here? No, I don't see any first-time people. Well, we're glad that you are all here. And I would like to thank everybody who puts this day together, this center, all the volunteers behind the scene that we don't see all the time, the breakfast crew, thank you for coffee. And cookies, of course. And creamer? Oh, hazelnut and the hazelnut creamer. All righty. We got a lot of comics in the office, in the room today, don't we? Thank you, that too. And we thank you sitting in these chairs. Without your smiles, your hearts, your laughter, your joy, we just wouldn't be the place that we are. So now let's direct our attention to the announcements, which are in your program.
The God in me beholds the God in you. It is all for our greatest and highest good. The God in me beholds the God in you. And you and I are one. Namaste. The God in me beholds the God in you. It is all for our greatest and highest good. The God in me beholds the God in you, and you and I are one. Namaste. Namaste.
Good morning. The lights are very bright. My name is Melinda, and I'm your practitioner today. I'm going to start off by lighting the candle because to me that begins our sacred service besides the bells and the namaste. And you all know what the candle means, right? Share your light. So for our invocation, let's settle into the knowing that Source is waiting for us to celebrate life, the life guided by love, peace, and harmony. We come together this day to celebrate the good life that the good life has to offer by singing, listening, communing, asking for prayer to get us back into alignment when we get distracted or upset. Thank you to everyone who is here, who contributes to the good life we are living. Life is good, and I celebrate the life I have. And together we say, and so it is. So last week I had the pleasure of having some really nice, deep spiritual conversations with a couple of people, and mostly about our soul. However, we didn't actually use that term at the time, but that has inspired me to share this with you today. We are not the body. We are not the mind. We are awareness. We are not a human being having a spiritual experience. We are a spiritual being having a human experience. That is a quote from Pierre Teilhard de Sade. When the body dies, the soul does not. This ancient understanding echoes across civilizations, mystic texts, and personal testimonies. When we speak about going home, it's not a place, but a state of being. It is the formless, timeless source from which we came. You don't need to wait for death to know the truth that you are the eternal one cloaked in form that watches all things pass. What helps you to return home is inner clarity, love, forgiveness, and non-attachment. You are not the body, you are the mind. You are awareness. Every frightening image is a projection of your own mind. You're just making it up based on your perceptions. The soul knows this projection is not real. We need to recognize illusion without fear. Let go of your need to control. Forgive others and yourself. Follow the feeling of peace. Ask yourself, which is more powerful, the body or the soul? The body does deteriorate over time, that's true. The soul does not. We know that the soul houses all that is good in our awareness. The soul honors love, peace, empathy, grace, wisdom, power, harmony, inspiration, solutions, and much more. Our soul has a direct connection to Source, and therefore, this is where all the good life has to offer is housed. Our soul's home is within Source. Remember, home is a state of being. It's not difficult to connect with Source, yet we forget. We get distracted. We neglect to practice the good. Having a human body creates many, many distractions. How do we live more from the aspects of soul and less from all the distractions? that being human places upon us. I found a treatment in a Creative Thought magazine that I'm going to share. This one really, really struck me. I honor the source. Infinite wisdom is a mighty moving power that knows itself. It contains and provides answers to questions and solutions to problems, and it works everywhere, at all times, in perfect harmony and creative intelligence. I am forever one with this infinite wisdom. It continuously flows through me, supplying me with sound solutions and impeccable inspiration. Free from any need to direct or strategize the instruments through which my good is supplied, I delight in allowing Spirit to amaze my mind and open my heart to infinite possibilities. I live fully in each moment, thrilled with each revelation of the magnificent means of Spirit. I feel overflowing gratitude for every path that leads to my greater aliveness and to the great wisdom that continuously brings brilliant solutions clothed in beautiful forms. It is done through me as I breathe a quiet yes to each blessing. Walking home in grace, I relax into the clear awareness that is not me, but the mighty wisdom within and all around me that quietly goes about this work. To this intelligent law, I release my word and let it be, and so it is. So it is. Thank you. And I take the candle holding the high watch, awaiting your prayer requests, and we still need to write on the back of the blank cards this week. Thank you.
Has anyone ever heard of Lara Fabian? No. One. She is a Belgian, Italian, Canadian singer. She's kind of like, I don't know, the Celine Dion of Belgium. She's fabulous. Even looks like her. It's really something. So she's a songwriter, sold over 20 million records worldwide. And so if you haven't had the opportunity to hear her before, please take a moment and check her out, because she has some of the most beautiful music. And this is one that I heard from her several years ago. And the message in it is just so lovely. I had to share it with you today. It's called Growing Wings. Have you ever faced an ocean though you hadn't any notion how to swim, but you jumped in anyway? Have you ever kissed a lover knowing that his heart was broken and damaged, but you held him anyway? A leap of faith, growing wings on the way down before you hit the ground. A leap of faith, growing wings on the way down before you hit the ground. Have you wandered in the desert while the sands were never changing, but the winds guided you anyway? Have you spoken in a language never heard before, but your memory understands it anyway. A leap of faith, growing wings on the way down before you hit the ground. A leap of faith, growing wings on the way down. I'm growing wings now. I'm growing wings now. I'm growing wings. A leap of faith, growing wings on the way down before you hit the ground. A leap of faith, growing wings on the way down before you hit the ground. A leap of faith, growing wings on the way down before you hit the ground. A leap of faith, growing wings on the way down before you hit the ground. Thank you. Namaste.
Very nice. Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Well, our theme for April has been guided by grace. And we're finishing the month of, with our topic, the fullness of the moment. The Buddha said, do not dwell in the past, do not dream of the future, concentrate the mind on the present moment. And A Course in Miracles says, look lovingly upon the present, for it holds the only things that are forever true. So what does it mean to live in the present moment? I mean, isn't that mostly what we talk about? I think I've given this to you with this little story before, but it helps us understand. And it's a dialogue between the master and the student. Where shall I look for enlightenment? Here. When will it happen? It's happening right now. Then why don't I experience it? Because you do not look. What should I look for? Nothing. Just look. At what? Anything your eyes alight upon. Must I look in a special way? No, the ordinary way will do. But don't I always look in the ordinary way? No. Why not? Because to look, you must be here. You are mostly somewhere else. So to live in the present moment means, like the student, we must be here rather than mostly somewhere else. Then we are conscious, awake, and aware to all that's going around us and all that's going on within us. You know, if we really stop to listen to our inner dialogue, most of us will find a bunch of chattering monkeys that are hopping from past to future. I went to an AA meeting and a gentleman was speaking, and he said, I wake up, he said, these chattering monkeys are like ravens on my headboard. And he said, I wake up in the morning, I open my eyes, and they say, oh, good, you're up. That was a stupid thing you did yesterday. And what about tomorrow? I don't think we can pay the rent. I mean, that's kind of what we get, isn't it? Many cases, these chattering monkeys are negative and judgmental. So from our past, they remind us of all the things we've done wrong in our lives or all the wrongs other people have done to us. And from the future, they give us lots of stuff to worry about that keep us insecure. We may not be able to stop the chattering monkeys, but we can come to a place where they don't run our lives. When we learn to live in that present moment, these chattering monkeys tend to quiet down. We see these thoughts, these negative thoughts, as passing clouds and are able to gently let them go. If we find ourselves immersed in crazy making thoughts, one of the best ways to come back to the present moment is to simply breathe. Since the breath is never anywhere, anyplace else but the present, we can use it as an anchor. Taking in several breaths, we might also use something like Thich Nhat Hanh's mantra, and this is something I use a lot. Is it breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I smile. Isn't that simple? Breathing in, do it. Breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I smile. Feel different? Yeah. Wayne Dyer tells us that present moment living, getting in touch with your now, is at the heart of effective living. When you think about it, there really is no other moment you can live. Now is all there is. And the future is just another present moment to live when it arrives. From a spiritual standpoint, we know that the present is all there is. God or spirit doesn't know time or space. Time and space are necessary for you and for me in these little spacesuit bodies. But God transcends space and time. And therefore, in spirit, there is only the now. Our founder, Dr. Ernest Holmes, says, it is often very difficult for us to realize that we are living in a timeless universe. And the fact that as far as the infinite is concerned, everything exists to it as a present reality, bound neither by past nor by the future. Rather, life is something that is eternally made new. From a metaphysical standpoint, we believe that we create our lives through our thoughts, through our beliefs. If in the present moment we are beating ourselves up for something from our past, we are, in the present moment, creating further conditions for which we will be beaten up. Likewise, if in the present moment we are worried and fearful about the future, then we, in the present moment, are creating conditions which will become worrisome. Like Job's statement, the thing I feared has come upon me. That's a pretty powerful statement. The present moment is the point of power and creativity, not only for God, but for us. When we truly appreciate the moment, then we're creating more to appreciate. When we see the fullness of the moment, we are creating deeper fullness in our lives. Eckhart Tolle, in The Power of Now, describes presence as a state of felt oneness with being, connectedness with something immeasurable and indestructible that is essentially you and yet is much greater than you. This is what the mystics know and why they consider living in the present so vital. This is what they call awareness. The Buddha called it being awake. And it's said that soon after his enlightenment, the Buddha passed a man on the road who was struck by the extraordinary radiance and peacefulness of his presence. The man stopped and asked, "My friend, what are you? Are you a celestial being or a god?" "No," said the Buddha. "Well, then are you some sort of magician or wizard?" Again, the Buddha answered, "No." "Are you a man?" "No." "Well, my friend, what are you then?" "I am awake. I am awake." So to awaken is to learn the art of living, to master the mind and bring it back to the reality of the present moment, to unite mind, body, and reality. To awaken is to bring the reality of the present moment to life, to be mindful and aware of the present moment, and to truly live in that present moment. And when you and I can do that, the more aware we are of that something greater than we are, in which we live, move, and have our being. Owen Waters, author of The Shift, The Revolution in Human Consciousness, talks about 6 facets of spiritual awareness. These are the benefits of living in the present. And so rather than facets, I would like to call these the gifts of living fully in the moment. And the first gift is flow. He says, a sense of flow attracts synchronicity into our life's events. When we're in the present moment, we are in harmony with life, and that harmony is then reflected in our world of affairs. We have a connection with Spirit that allows Spirit to do its perfect work through us. And all of us have had those moments when we have felt that we are in the flow. We have, in essence, created a pattern through which Spirit operates as harmony. And sometimes, almost magically, when we're in the flow, the right people, places, and situations are presented to us that lead to our highest and best good. I know before cut and paste on the computer, when we actually used books, I used to go to my library when I was struggling with a topic, and I would kind of just put my hand out and watch, and a book would light up. I mean, not every time, but a lot of times a book would light up, and that was exactly what I needed to find. So I think that's what flow is. And the second gift is unconditional love. Because there is no past or future in the present moment, there is no blame or judgment in it either. We are free to experience unconditional love because it is the very essence of who we are. When we feel that unconditional love within us, we develop a sense of unconditional love for the inner spiritual essence of all people that we connect with in our life. We even have a loving connection with difficult people as they become our teachers. We realize that they are like mirrors, helping us to understand ourselves at a deeper level. Our sense of unconditional love includes full acceptance of ourselves, just as we are. We are quicker to catch old thought patterns of self-criticism and remember that we live in a universe which is naturally full of love and unconditional acceptance. The third gift is abundance. When we live in the present moment, we do not worry about lack or limitation. There is no lack in the present moment. So we are creating a consciousness of abundance that is no longer clogged by lack or limitation thinking. We are getting out of our own way, so to speak, so that the natural abundance of the universe is free to flow through us. And again, we are allowing Spirit with its unlimited potentiality to bring abundance to our lives in ways we might never have thought of. The fourth gift is intuitive insight. There is that within us that knows what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. When we are focused on those chattering monkeys, this intuitive insight is drowned out. Staying in the present moment, we experience a greater inner clarity. And when we pay attention to our true inner nudgings, we are guided by a wisdom that comes from the spiritual wellspring that is divine intelligence within us. Ernest Holmes says, intuition is God in us, revealing to us the realities of being, and just as instinct guides the animal, so would intuition guide us if we would allow it to do so. How many times, I knew I shouldn't have done that, or I wish I had done that. Something told me I should. That's our intuition, and we tend to ignore it because that's not logical. But intuition isn't logical. Intuition wants the highest and best for us. The fifth gift is creativity. Again, Ernest Holmes says everything in the universe is a unique individualization or expression of the one thing, which is the cause of all things. You should become aware that the one creative power is expressing in you in a unique way, and that it is always pressing against you, seeking a fuller outlet of its infinite possibilities. You do not have to imitate or compete. You are a special creation of God, and you have full access to the unlimited potential of infinite intelligence. Much of our creativity is stifled because we are afraid to be creative. It's those chattering monkeys that tell us that we're going to look stupid, you know. Present moment thinking stops those monkeys in their tracks, and we are open to our true nature, which is to be joyful, to be creative people. So ways to be creative then become, they then start to show up in our lives, and we are no longer afraid to try new things. The sixth and final gift is raising world consciousness. When we let go of any form of conflict within ourselves, we are able to rise to a higher frequency of consciousness in a state of harmony and balance. When we stay in the present moment, we have elevated our higher frequency of consciousness because we have allowed our true nature, which is loving and joyful, to take first place in our thinking. This not only creates a beautiful life for us, but creates a healing in the lower frequencies of consciousness. We truly become change agents for our planet by the very vibrations which emanate from us. So these are our 6 gifts: flow and synchronicity, unconditional love, abundance, intuitive insight, creativity, and our ability to raise world consciousness. When we live in the present moment, we live in awareness, no longer plagued by the chattering monkeys, which is our inner ego dialogue. And that way we can sense the oneness of all things. The student asked the master, "How shall I experience my oneness with creation?" "By listening," said the master. "And how am I to listen?" "Become an ear that gives heed to every single thing the universe is saying. The moment you hear something that you yourself are saying, stop." The things our chattering monkeys tell us are not true. We are a part of spirit, and being part of spirit, we have within us unlimited beauty, joy, love, peace, harmony, and abundance. Each moment, each day, brings us limitless possibilities in which we can express those attributes. Ernest Holmes tells us life is for us today. There will be no change for tomorrow unless we do the changing today. Today we are setting in motion the power of tomorrow. Today is God's day, and we must extract from it what of life we are to live. Tomorrow, in the divine course of events, will take care for itself. The soul that learns to live in the great gladness of today will never weary of life, but will find he is living in an eternal here and now. As our April theme suggests, let's remember that we are guided by grace, and from that grace, let's celebrate the fullness of this moment. Thank you. Namaste. Thank you.
You're welcome to do that. Yeah. God, you are every mountain. God, you are every ocean. God, you are every canyon, every inch of earth and sky. God, you are every morning. God, you are every midnight. God, you are every moment, every second of my life. Everything I see, everything I do, everything I inch of earth and sky. God, you are every springtime. God, you are every snowfall. God, you are every season, every second of my life. Everything I see, everything I do, everything I am is you. Everything above, everything below, everything I know is you. And you are the very breath I breathe. And your perfect love created me. Everything I see, everything I do, everything I am is you. Everything above, everything below, everything I know is you. Everything I see, everything I do, everything I am is you. Everything above, everything below, everything I know is you. Yeah.
Okay, it's time for our offering. And I ask that you join me in our offering affirmation. My gift goes forth to heal, prosper, and bless all that it touches. It is evidence of my conviction that God is the source and substance of my supply. I share generously of my good, knowing that it returns to me multiplied abundantly, and so it is.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
Yes, and aren't we blessed? Aren't we blessed? So, thank you, as I say every single Sunday, for your generosity, which gives us the power to be a beneficial presence in the community, as well as keeping this beautiful center alive and thriving. Let's take a moment to close this portion out in prayer. Please join us for refreshments, and don't forget the vegetables. That's going to be great. So I know that there is one divine intelligence from which we are all sourced. So the attributes that we give to Spirit are the attributes that are inherent in each one of us. So I speak my word from that place of connection with Spirit, to know truly that life is good and all is well. I speak my word for anyone with any kind of a challenge. I ask that we keep Mary Ann Akers in our thoughts and prayers this week. She has a doctor's appointment. We'll know more. I speak my word for Rosie and for John. And I just simply know that that power of love, of joy, of harmony and peace is at the heart of each and every one of us. And I speak my word to call it forth this moment for each one of us. I release these words in love and gratitude, knowing that all is good and very good, as we say together, and so it is. And may we stand and sing stand.